And another big Australian fight would have been the Anthony Mundine, and you called him out as well, but he didn't. He didn't want to borrow that. What was the goal with that?
Look, with all due respect, I love Choc. Choc was a great fighter, great athlete. He was an all-round athlete. But, let's look at it. Truth is, um, Choc used to handpick his opponents. Okay, and which is a smart, business way because like I said, boxing has become, a business.
Yeah.
So he used to handpick his opponents, and I don't think, I can see why he didn't want to risk with me because, I was actually a risk to anyone.
Mm, definitely.
Even you look at it, uh, even Sakio Biko. Sakio Biko challenged him several times. He wouldn't take on the fight. But he was fighting every other Australian that he believed he could beat,
Yeah.
or rather bring someone from overseas.
Yeah.
So I love Chalk, and I mean he he kept boxing going in Australia at a time where boxing looked like it was going to die.
Yeah.
But truth be told, he handpicked his opponent, and
He wasn't gonna hand pick you then.
no, he wasn't going to handpick me.
Fair enough. Yeah, that would have been good though.
It would have been great.
Yeah.
Look, we might do an exhibition. I called him not so long ago and said, "Chuck, let's do an exhibition." He
Yeah.
said, "Yeah, yeah, let's talk about it." And then I never heard back from Chuck.
Fair enough. Well, he's obviously a wise man then, eh? Wiser than he lets on.
Yeah,
Um,
no, look, that's boxing for you. He's a
yeah,
great man. He's a great man. I respect the fact that he stands up and speaks up for his people.
yeah,
And speaks up for indigenous people, and to me, that means a lot. And he does a lot for indigenous people. He's out there in the community doing things for them.
yeah.
Um,
That's good.
that I respect that.
Yeah, fair enough.